What is this? What is this? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my room. 1 second. So, today I'm going to make a video on how I make animations and a tour of my room. Oh. Ooh. Hello. Oh. Anyways, my room is pretty crazy. I should get my seat out here. So this is what I use to animate. I use this. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Huion LED light pad. So I'm gonna. Why don't you open and stay? There we go. So this is a little animation that I'm working on. So I'll put that right there. And here's my tracing paper. Got off of Amazon. Some bulkers stuff that I have that I need to go through. The cord. Whoops. Put that over here. And my special drawing pencil. And the actual tablet. Or the pad. So once I get everything set up, I will come back. Okay, so the first thing I would do is get a piece of tracing paper, and depending on how big the animation is, I've only been animated for a little bit, so I'm not making full-on animations, but I'm going to divide this into 2 rows of 3, and then have one right here. So I get 7 per sheet, and then I have a little bit extra. So hold on. So I would cut those out, measure them, and cut them out, and then just put my animation, and that would just end up with a bunch of these little cells instead of a big piece of paper. Don't mind the money. And now I will go to the next stage. Okay, so next step is I have it plugged in just using my phone. I'm just plugging the cord into my phone charger via USB. Oh yeah, and if you want me to make a fishing video, I will do that. Let there be light. Okay. There we go. Now I know on the camera it shows up that there's like lines, but there really isn't. I don't know why it does that. Does that work? No. Okay, so sorry about this. Let me just turn this down. Okay. Let me just turn it off for now. So next thing is, so I have some cells that I've already drawn on here. And so the basic concept is that there's a ball that's getting rolled down and then it bounces, and I'm using the squash and stretch effect from the 12 Principles of Animation. So hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, so sorry for like the lines. But so basically how it works is as you can see, you can kind of see through it, but when light is applied from underneath, it allows you to see. Now I have a blank piece of paper on top, and so basically I'm going to turn it off for now, but so basically what I'll do is I'll move this over here, and I'm going to copy this on top. So it makes an exact replica, and I'll move the moving component slowly, and I'll just draw the background of the person because the person is not moving. He doesn't move. And I have a little trajectory piece of paper that I made that shows me the path of the that the ball is going to bounce at, so that it hits the person perfectly. But so this is starting to go back, or no, this is moved forward all the way. The ball is rolling, and it's going to fall off and hit, and it's going to come back and squash the guy. So the next steps that you do after you've traced everything is you get a camera. I have a DSLR camera that I'm using. And you take pictures of, well, actually, at first, if you want to, from here, you transfer it onto a plastic cell. So, just like some clear plastic sheeting, you can find it for pretty cheap. I'll make another video about that, taking pictures and putting the movie together and everything, or the animation, your short. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you copy each slide onto a sheet of plastic cell. Now, each cell is a frame on a movie, and like frame rate, like frame FPS stands for frames per second. So say you're running the movie at 10 frames per second. That's kind of on the quick side. It just depends what you're animating. Sorry. It just depends what you're animating. But, that's a little quick. But then you'll take pictures of the plastic, and so you'll draw a background on a solid piece of paper and color it. And then you'll take a picture, and then you upload the pictures onto your computer. You use something like Adobe, not Adobe Flash Player. I'm trying to think of the other one. I'm blanking out. Because if you want to do 3D animating, then you use Adobe Flash Player. That's really good. But if not, you can just use something like Windows Movie Maker or something else. You don't have to pay for the program, but you upload the photos onto there. Just something where you can put the photos onto your computer and line them up so you can organize which photo goes where, and you can copy the photos, and you can set the frame rate, basically. And then you just see that as your movie. You can add audio or whatever. That's basically it. So, now if you don't have one of these light pads, because these light pads are around like $40, I think mine was. I got it off of Amazon. And it has to be plugged in. There's no like internal battery or anything, but there's just a little button here that you tap. And then you hold it, and it'll lower it, and I raise it up, and it'll raise the brightness. So the lines aren't happening, so obviously you can see a lot better. Yeah. And if you can see, I actually have 2 slides underneath this top one, and you'll see animators doing this a lot, like flipping back and forth. And that's just to make sure that everything is close enough. A good thing to watch if you want to know about animating is just search up on YouTube the 12 Principles of Animation, and you can watch that. I forgot who it was made by, but some guy has like a 12 video playlist on it on YouTube, and that's pretty good. So thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, stay positive and be happy. Oh, that didn't work. It didn't stop. Goodbye, everybody.